All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. Doesn't matter what your sign is. It's straight up energy reading. This is the full moon in Taurus 2025. It's a super moon. It's called the hunter's moon sometimes, a lot of times. It's a bright moon. It's called the beaver moon sometimes. And I'll tell you what, it is a beaver moon. It is a super beaver. And I wrote about it in my monthly write-up for November. It influences the month a great deal. There's going to be a lot of, again, I do this all the time, but I'm giving you some of the energies that a lot of people either don't pick up on or don't want to talk about because it's not good ratings for their channel. But this is important to understand that this moon will send you some issues. It will send you some problems. It will. I made a joke about beavers being an issue where I come from. It's true. You saw it on Duck Dynasty and shit like that. They're always trying to blow up beaver dams and all that kind of stuff. And they do. They jam up waterways. Yeah, fine. This moon will try to jam you up, okay, a little bit. But it's to break you out of the comfort zone. An aspect of this moon, and you can look it up if you want to. I'm Captain Astrology, Steve. I'm going to look it up. It's about being careful not to fall into comfort zones. The energies around you are getting you ready for a new cycle. And they're using this to put some hocus pocus on it. They're using this moon's energy to send you some issues that you can easily deal with. It's sending you the issues and the tools to deal with it. It's like taking a test at school and having the teacher's edition of the book. It's that kind of energy. So it's no big deal. But it is designed to knock you out of your comfort zone. So be prepared over the next fucking 6 months, but definitely within the next few months, couple of weeks in the peak energy, be prepared to be knocked out of your comfort zone a little bit. It's okay. It's nothing you can't handle. Being in the comfort zone, in fact, in these current energies, especially as the super beaver rolls in, is a bad idea. Okay, that'll come back and bite you in the ass like a beaver, right? If you've ever, go ahead and Google a beaver, take a look at those teeth and see if you want to get bit in the ass by that. All right, randomly at the bottom of this deck, it's not a pre-shuffle, it's a Knight of Swords. All right, we're going to cut the deck, get a little theme energy here, no big deal, and then we're going to shuffle for the cards before the cut. We're going to do a regular reading, no pyramid here. You definitely are, look, there's something coming towards you that's pretty big. I got a big energy floating around here. And look, right here, King of Swords. There it is. What's fueling that? The Six of Swords. See, you get a problem. The King of Swords can be a problem. This is my King of War in this energy, right? So you get and you get an easy way to get it across. Maybe you have a truth you want to tell somebody, right? Maybe that's your problem. This person's right in front of you. Finally, they might actually understand what you're saying in this energy. It is possible. And yes, this energy it's very nice. You've got a lot of energy. You've got a lot of power around you. You showed up in the thank you reading, as a matter of fact, as a King of Swords. You've got a lot of power around you. Sure. And that would be the thing to talk. That would be the main thing people are going to talk about. How much energy you have around you, how much power there is, how much this and that. It is a bright, motherfucking powerful moon. It lights up a lot of things. Just don't be afraid to look at the things it lights up, and you won't be. You're reflecting here as King of Swords. It's very nice. All right, but you have any little test the universe throws you, anything to knock you out of your comfort zone. You can easily handle it. You really can. This moon brings you both the questions and the answers. So let's see where we go. It's a big energy. I spent some time on it in the monthly write-up in the blog, sltblog.com. It's links for it all over the place. Description of my channel, the top link section. I mean, it's everywhere. Anyway, let's see. Card before the cuts. Why the fuck are we here? So let's find out why the fuck we're here. All right, we'll give the deck a little bit of a shuffle here. I want you to take advantage of these energies. I want you to know about the stuff that maybe it's the weird, obscure side of it, because those are the things that bite you in the ass when you don't know it, right? Everything, even a very positive Venus trines the sun or Venus trines Jupiter, all of that. Negative energy is always there. There's always something that'll bite you in the ass with it. Usually with something like that, it's thinking everything is going to be a piece of cake. It's going to be great. Everything starts coming up your way. Right when you start thinking that is when it stops coming up your way. So you got to keep that in mind, all right? The energy just provides an opportunity. It's up to you to fuck it up or take advantage of it or not. Card before the cut. Why the fuck are we here? Yeah, the Fool. Everything that's happening right now, is getting you ready for something new. This is either a new soulmate approaching, a new soul's true purpose approaching. I don't know. There's something very, very different about the month of November in particular. The first couple of weeks of this, the lead up to the new moon, the first couple of weeks of this moon's energy is spectacular. You can straighten out things with people, straighten out problems. They'll understand what you're saying. They'll get what you're coming from. The thing is, it sort of goes along with what I just said. Don't try. Don't start getting self-conscious about what you're doing. Don't start thinking, okay, I'm in the middle of super beaver energy. I'm going to just go about, just, again, pretend you don't have a care in the world. Okay? It's sort of, I don't know. There's a new journey beginning, and it's trying to happen here. And I imagine it's going to say, the Queen of Cups. It's my Desert Queen energy. Why is my Desert? I'm going to look at what's fueling this real quick. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. Maybe for some of you, I'll phrase it this way. For some of you, somebody here realizes that they have feelings for you and they're getting themselves free. Somebody's breaking free. All right, they're available. I don't know. This could be somebody new. It could be your runner. Don't assume it's your runner. Could be a soulmate that you don't know about yet that's breaking free because they want love, and turns out the love is you. They start coming your way. Could be probably in that case it's somebody who already knows you, but it could just as easily be somebody you bump into. But your energy's attached to this, and I find it rather strange. So I'm just going to say what I feel here. I feel like for some of you, this is a chance. The super beaver, right? Is a chance. Super beaver. It's a chance for you to try out your new epilady. I mean, I don't know. It's a chance for you to see how you like being on your own, figure out that you're okay by yourself, figure out that you're actually not looking for love, figure out you're looking for love less, okay? And which is probably why it's probably about to find you, okay? The things we seek, often we don't find, most times. It's a Buddhist principle. The very act of seeking it almost guarantees you're not going to find it. That old saying, love creeps up when you're not looking for it. It's true. It's all true. It's very true. If you find your keys when you're not looking for them, if you lose your keys, you go crazy. You're pulling the house apart, tearing your couch up, and they're in your pocket the whole fucking time. Right? I don't know. Let's see where we go. Something very big's about to happen, though. This moon's going to send you something that seems like a problem, but it's not. It's actually a blessing in disguise. Let's see. We're going to clarify with the light seers. Randomly at the bottom. I didn't know that was there. Is victory. All right. Let's see where we go. Well, it's victory after a long battle energy, strangely enough. Okay. Which is a form of victory. Let's shuffle the deck. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. All right, let's see where we go. A lot of energy here. We've got a little glitch in the lower right corner there. I can see that on my monitor. I'm just going to leave it. I don't really care. Think of it like Christmas lights. They're like holiday lights. It's actually a glitch, but it's holiday lights. It doesn't happen very often on the new system, but that's the equivalent of a freeze up on the new system. It's funny. The energy's not. If the energy's ever strong enough to freeze up this new system I'm running on now. Run and hide. Find a bomb shelter. I mean, this thing is crazy. All right, here we go. All right. Strength card. Yeah, it's powerful shit. There's powerful shit going on right now. There really is. It's the strength card's the overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table. What's underneath it? The Queen of Wands. You are attractive. You're attracted to, I think this is reversed. So, I mean, I don't mean the cards are reversed. I mean, the energy flow is reversed. I think you find a new muse. I remember saying that recently. Did I say you find a new muse on a recent reading somewhere? I may have. I don't know. I don't remember. You find a new muse here, maybe. Something. You become very attracted to something. All right? Very attracted. It's keeping you up at night. I think you get a new crush. I don't mean someone gets a crush on you. I think you develop some feelings for somebody. It feels like a crush. It feels like you got yourself a little crush on somebody. Well, good for you. That's adorable. Okay. All right. I like that. Okay, here we go. I love the little Christmas lights. That's fun. All right. Right here's the energy around your connection. Maybe with your crush or maybe with an energy coming in. I'm not sure yet. Well, maybe a crush is a problem for you. I said the super beaver is going to send you, again, an excuse to try out a new razor, but it's also going to send you something that seems like a problem. Maybe it's a problem. Maybe you develop feelings for your supervisor, your immediate supervisor at work, or the CEO of the company. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you, some kind of a problem, you know. In the right trailer park, you might think your cousin's real cute. All of a sudden, I don't know. Hey, whatever. All right, here we go. Fixing my microphone. Energy around your connection with whoever this is. Right here's the 3D energies around this person. Right here is their soul. This is the hidden energy, message from the universe. Red for you, I think. But it's red with the energy of your connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything. And I will throw some universe cards at the end. All right? All right. We're doing some real energy reading here. Let me tell you, don't fast forward through my readings. I mean, you do what you want, but you're better off watching me on 2x if you're in that big of a hurry. Just change the speed. You know, cut the video time in half if you want. But we're being very thorough here with this. And we're going to peel back the layers one at a time as we go. All right? So this ain't no short, and this ain't no skipping around or partial information. Let's see what we get here. Energy around your connection. See, this is a big deal. It's the devil. It's the devil. It's what did I say? Re-fucking wind. What did I say? I said this poses a problem for you. This crush, it feels like you get a crush on somebody. You develop some kind of feelings here, and it's keeping you up at night. I can't believe a Steve Love Tarot viewer wears that much clothes to bed, but whatever. It's keeping you up at night. It's a problem. There's an obsession here. Somebody's obsessed. I think it might be you in this particular case. I don't know. I think you get the soul recognition first on this. It might even be, it could be a redevelopment of feelings. Often that's tied to devil energy, this specific frequency. I don't know. But it is a problem. It's nothing you can't handle. Again, the super beaver gives you the problem. And it gives you the answer. It's like having the teacher's edition at school, right? You know, what a hell of a cheat aid that would be. All right, right here, 3D energies around whatever the hell I'm picking up on. 8 of Cups. It's like, I know I should give this a pass. Somebody here may have just gotten out of a relationship. I feel like somebody's walked away from something, and I feel like you know that you should give this a pass. You should give this time. I think you're cautious. You have a lot of feelings. There's a lot of feelings here. You both might be attracted to each other. I'm not sure. All right, it could read that way. There's thousands of people watching. But what I mean is, I think in your case, you got this little, I'll phrase it this way, put some hocus pocus on it. You got this little devil on your shoulder that's going, go for it. They're free now. Go for it, right? But you think, the angel version of you is on the other shoulder is like, hey, you don't want to be the rebound person, right? You want to make sure somebody gets to the 9 cups before you go after them. Otherwise, you're drinking out of 8 jagged, broken cups. All right, you get somebody else's shit dumped on you. All right. You spend the whole night with them, and all they want to talk about is the 8 broken cups that they just walked out of, right? You catch them when they're down the road a little bit, you're better off, right? I mean, it's a bit of that. I do think somebody's breaking free here. Somebody attached to you is wanting to be happy, which is creating an opening. Their soul energy is here. It bookends your soul connection. You have a soul contract with whoever this is. I will tell you straight up. Definitely. There's some kind of soul contract being called in here. Yeah, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's a reconciliation energy, but I don't think it might be an X. I said already it might be an X. This frequency can make us redevelop feelings for an X, right? It might be, but I read this more as a deeper in the past energy. And when I say deeper in the past, I mean some hocus pocus. I mean like, some kind of other lifetime, whatever. There's something very, very carnal being activated here. You're seeing something in somebody that you didn't see before, and they're seeing it in you, okay? Or I should say that you haven't seen in a while, and I don't know if in a while is this lifetime. It may be, or it may be another lifetime. I don't know. The simplest way to put it is that you develop a crush. There's no other way to do it for thousands of people. You know, if I was talking to somebody one-on-one, it'd be a different story. I could say, well, this doesn't feel like past life. This feels, it's a mix. It's all here. All the energy is here. So just catch the gist of what I'm saying. Just catch my drift. What's the universe want to tell you as a group? Red with the devil. The Eight of Pentacles. It's what I just said. I read the energy first, then I throw the cards in case you're new here. I mean, my energy reading happens before the cards hit the table, but it's what I said. This is something you didn't see before. You didn't notice this person before. You didn't notice this connection. You didn't notice this. That's why this crush, I'm calling it a crush, but it's probably much deeper than that. It's keeping you up at night, right? A little bit of Nine Swords there. What's the potential final outcome for you? We'll clarify, don't worry. So right here, it's red with the Eight of Cups. It's the Sun. Somebody attached to you wants to be happy. This is communication. Somebody's right there, ripe for the picking. But if you listen to the devil on your shoulder, you go for it. If you listen to your Uncle Steve here, you know, or you fucking listen to the angel on the other shoulder, I would hold off on this energy. All right, I would spank bank this for a little while. All right, I seriously, I don't know, you know, but yeah. Somebody wants to be happy. You think they'd make you happy? Yeah, it probably would. I just don't know that it sticks. We'll see what happens when we clarify. I could be wrong. You know, that's fine. That's how we learn. We make mistakes. You make mistakes. You go, oops, I was wrong. We turn around. You go back to the main road. You try again. Right? It's that simple. Victory here. For some of you, this might be somebody you've been waiting for to wake up. You know, you've been waiting for them to wake up. I don't know. It might be. I already said I said after the cut card, somebody might be single and free to pursue. Somebody might be getting themselves freed up. It is possible. Right. For some of you, there's 1,000 different scenarios here that could play out. That's why you just got to catch my drift with what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. All right, the devil. Well, you got a soul contract with this person, and it's being called in. It's a reconciliation energy. It's coming back. It's back around. Up for review. All right. Let's see where we go here. Do I think this is a terrible connection? No, I think in the context of this, there's a problem. I don't think it's like a karmic, like the kids like to say, you know, something you're going to learn. No, I don't think that. I think the ending with the Sun, that's very good. The universe, this is very positive. The whole fucking month is very positive. It's the return of hope. Hope returns. It's a wonderful month. It can be. It's a month where a lot of problems are thrown at us, but the solutions are there too. You know, sometimes the solution is change your fucking mind, right? Change your fucking direction. Well, with this here, somebody's doing that. Somebody's changing their fucking direction. It does benefit you, but you might be wise to let it percolate a little while, right? All right, here we go. It's like my wife's coffee pot. She got one of those coffee makers where you can sneak a cup, right? The thing is, if you just wait for it to get, it's at the 1 cup line, I'm going to sneak a cup. If you do that, you get like this really strong motherfucking coffee, right? You're better off waiting until it gets about 6 cups up, about half full, and then you sneak a cup. If you sneak a cup with the sludge at the bottom, that first comes out, it's very strong, all right? Maybe a bit much here, all right? I don't know. It's just a way of phrasing it. It's just an example, an analogy, if you will. All right, sneak a cup here, but wait till it gets a little further along. Wait till they get a little further along to the 9 of Cups. All right, 10 Swords crossing the devil. 10s are the end, dead end that lead to a new beginning. These are read together. Here's this resets to an ace. Here it is. It backs up everything I've said. There's a soul contract here. All right, and it's being called in. It explains why you're 9 of Swords up on. There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot. All of a sudden, when I get the Strength card with the Queen of Wands fueling it, that's all of us. You mean somebody really driving you crazy. You know, you're locking yourself in your room with junk food, listening to love songs and all night the same song over and over and over again. I mean, that kind of a thing. What's on top here? The 9 of Pentacles. Perfect. It's the card that came out right around before the cut. I showed you the 9 of Pentacles. I said somebody might be getting free. It also is a sign that a soul contract's being called in here. Why is that here? Yeah, the King of Cups. And what's the bridge? What's pull a bridge to? 9 cups. Yeah, because somebody's walking to 9 cups, feelings are being expressed here where normally they're not. I mean, I'm literally just reading the energy as it flows. But yeah, a soul contract's being called in. I feel that in the soul position here as this 10 of Swords over here resets to this Ace of Swords over here. We even kept the suits the same. So it's good that this is an Ace of Swords. If this was an Ace of Wands, it would still be a 10 resetting to an Ace, but an Ace of Wands can be a temporary thing. This is not a temporary thing. That's why you got to be strategic here. That's why my coffee pot analogy is good. You wait. I know you want the cup of coffee when it just says, oh, there's enough in there, Steve. Let's get it. No. Wait. Wait till it fills up a little more, then you get a better, smoother cup. That's what's going on here. Wait till they get a little further along. All right? All right. Anyway, I think you and this person get to talk. This is communication, but I'm not sure what that means. All right? It's a yes energy. Why is the 8 of Cups here? Tell me about it. Holy crap. Okay. Here we are into November. November 2025. Wow. Well, I like my calendar picture this month. That's very nice. That's cool. I got seascapes in this particular one. Very nice. All right, here we go. Since I live near the ocean, so it's kind of stupid. But at the same time, it's nice to look at other seascapes, I guess. All right, here we go. The 8 of Cups. Why is it here? It's crossed by the Queen of Swords. Somebody is taking care of business on their side. This is the 3D energy around the energy that's attached to you in real life. Somebody here is making some moves. They want to be happy. I know they want to be happy. What's on top here? The King of Swords. Yeah, there's fighting going on. Somebody's fighting, arguing. When I've got that in the environment, somebody attached to them doesn't like the truth that they're spitting out. Okay? Definitely. It's my King of Action as well. It shows action. Interesting that they're both sitting, and I'm drawn to that, though. Why is this here? Yeah, the star. It's a byproduct. Somebody, let's say, for example, let's just make an example here. Somebody is, and you're into this person, and they finally left their spouse, or they left their person that they're with. Let's say that happened. The reason it happened is that happened as a byproduct of what's happening here, which is hope returning. And I know I've said that in a recent reading. There is a lot of hope returning. There really is. Provided somebody does the right thing. All right? And I think we do. I think somebody does. I think you do. I think even on some level societal energies do. I think there's a right thing that's happening here. But it's about them taking action on their side is a byproduct of hope. It's automatic. That's why I'm drawn to these two sitting. Right? It's almost like they're doing it on autopilot. It benefits you greatly. It benefits your connection greatly. All right? Everything happens for a reason, but it's all tied together in a daisy chain. Everything is energy and everything is connected. So this hope happening is a byproduct of something else, of something else, of something else, of some other tower, right? So again, sometimes we have a blowout fight with somebody that we have 8 broken cups with, and we walk away, and that blowout fight then, we end it going, well, I guess it's over then. And when the moment we say that, hope returns. Why? Because it's better to leave a terrible relationship and be alone and at least have hope of finding something good than sitting in a shitty one with no hope, right? That's why, hope. It's all happening because of a byproduct, really, of hope returning in some capacity. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Talk about this reconciliation. And it's all happening because somebody wants 9 cups. Somebody wants to be happy. They're filled with hope. And I think that makes them, again, everything connected, byproducts aside, I think it makes you more attracted to them as well. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about their soul. Ace of Swords. Man, somebody's waking up. Wakey, wakey, wakey. No doubt about that. What we get here. Yeah. A total turnaround. And look, I can already see it. Death card. I saw the pink there. Death card underneath the Wheel of Fortune and the Death card. What did I say? Somebody wakey here. Somebody's making a big turnaround. What's on top? Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. And why is that here? The Magician. It's a huge transformation. Somebody sees where they've left, feels where they've left themselves out. Somebody feels the way this girl looks, and they're doing something about it. And they're doing it under an energy of hope. That's what's really strange. I've got a king and queen of swords here. I got somebody cutting things out. This is shit. I'm out of here. Somebody's speaking truth. Truth's coming at them, and all through it all is this energy of hope. And I really think it's lighting up your connection. I really think that's why you notice this person now again. Okay. And again, it could be somebody that you're watching tarot readings about. It could be your runner. You can be like, Steve, I've noticed them the whole time. Fine. But you haven't had feelings like this. This is a reignition of some serious shit. Okay, this is crazy town. This is call the police. You know, somebody's obsessed. You know, that kind of a thing. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? It's a message for you, the Eight of Pentacles. Maybe you've been distracted on this for a reason, or maybe you've missed part of it for a reason. We don't multitask well, you know. Countless studies have proved that our brains are not good multitaskers. Multitasking is just doing each thing a little less, a little less well, right? It is. It's absolutely true. Doesn't matter how smart, Steve, I've got a 500 IQ. Well, good for you. You're still shit at multitasking. Your processor is fast, but it's only a single core, right? Think of it in computer speak. Our brains are not hex core, quad core processors. They're just one. They might be super fast. Some are faster than others, but it's still, if you just have one core, it's not a real good multitasking machine. I don't know if you remember the computers of yesteryear, but, you know, I'll tell you what. Let's see where we go. They were shit. Let me put it that way, compared to what we've got now. This thing I'm running here, that where it would normally freeze up, where I've got a little Christmas going down here in the lower right corner, this thing's a fucking hex core monster with more RAM than I used to have hard drive space in my first computer. There we go. They've come a long way. But our brains are still what they always were. So keep that in mind. I think this connection, my point is, I think what this card is saying is, I think this connection, whatever this is, has your undivided fucking attention this month, or in this moon's energy at some point. I think within the first couple of weeks of it, but it could, you know, I would say it could dissipate out as part of the Jupiter retrograde bubble, you know, where it's just driving you crazy. Yeah, it might be hard to wait. You know, you want to take a cup of that coffee right now, but I would wait. You know, what's crossing here? Yeah, the Three of Wands. This connection has your undivided attention. This is like you might say to yourself about whoever this is. I don't care who this is to you. I'm giving you examples. I don't know who it is. It might be a runner, it could be an ex, could be somebody new. Whatever it is, you're saying to yourself, this is my moment. This is what I've been waiting for. Okay? That's what you're saying. Now we can begin new love. Page of Cups, feeling that. Yeah. You feel, something about this makes you feel alive again. Can I put it that way? It makes you feel young again. Makes you feel alive again. I don't know. It feels like a real, not so much reconciliation, but rejuvenation on some level. Okay? It's very nice. I love it. All right. What's on top? Four of Pentacles. Oh, the girl with my favorite headdress. I thought I could get away with that. Anyway, Four of Pentacles right here. Red with the Nine of Pentacles, by the way. But it's why the Eight of Pentacles is here on your side. It's, again, I think you were just an aspect, you just didn't think you had a chance at this, or you figured, I don't know. I know what I want to say, but I think I'm going to piss somebody off. But anyway, let me pull one more card. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? Yeah, the Four of Swords. There's a part of you that wants to not touch this, that wants to not go anywhere near it at the same time. It's a bit of a push-pull. And it wasn't worth mentioning here. I kind of felt it, but it's worth mentioning. It's very small in the background. You know, Something about this connection. Maybe it's if it's an ex or a runner or something along those lines, or a relative that you have a soul connection with. Maybe something about it, you lost your independence last time and you're afraid that's going to happen again because you finally feel like you have it. This happens, and what I'm saying is this, this moment you've been waiting for happens at a time when you feel in an energy that you feel hope returning and you feel like you're okay on your own. That's when it happens. It's what I said before. When we're seeking it, we don't find it. It's a Buddhist principle. Seeking. It's tied to attachment being the source of all pain and suffering, kind of a thing. When we seek something, when we try to go after it, we rarely get it. Or we're disappointed when we do because we put too many expectations on it. This is something that finds you kind of when you weren't looking. All right? And you are afraid. There are some fears here. You're thinking maybe, again, do nothing, I don't know. But you will find a healing aspect to releasing these feelings for whoever this is. This is a beautiful energy that you're ending with. All right? I don't blame you for this. It's just I'm saying, yeah, it's come in, but it may come in at a moment when you weren't necessarily expecting it or looking for it. You are filled with hope and independence, and you're afraid of losing that. So you might pull back a little. I wouldn't. I don't think that's necessary, except in the beginning, like I said. Even if this is somebody new, they're just breaking free. They're just figuring it out. They're just breaking free of the 8 cups. Give it time. My coffee maker analogy is perfect, man. The coffee, if you sneak a cup out of her thing, when it just says 1 cup it is shit. I will tell you right now, it's like drinking coffee mud. I'll tell you, you wait till it gets about halfway, you get a pretty decent cup. Not too strong, not too nice. It's real good. Anyway, the sun. But hey, if you don't have any patience, you might not. This is a lot of lust here. This is a lot of attraction. I've been waiting for this moment, Steve. I'm going for it. But you might regret that. All right? This is not an energy you want to be their rebound person on. It is not. Okay? It is crossed by the sun. Your final outcome is crossed by the Hierophant. This is a big fucking deal. This is huge. The choices you make here, what's happening here, affects 2 energies in the long run. There is definitely a soul contract being called in. And I don't mean to put hocus pocus on it, but it's true. There's something here. This energy cancels out the devil that's here. So, again, in the affirmative, move forward with this. Your inclination is to pull back a little bit because of the fact, again, a byproduct of the hope that's in the air and the fact that you're getting content with feeling. And I already talked about that. I already talked about it the last time the 9 of Pentacles was here after the cut. I talked about how you might get content about seeing that you're okay on your own. And right when you figure that out, bam, here comes this. All these feelings come rushing in, right? And all of a sudden you're not okay on your own, right? You're like, I don't want to do this myself. I want somebody here, right? That kind of a thing. There's a huge amount of lust here. It is what it is. But bigger than that, this connection activates something inside you. This person being, even without you acting upon it, right? And I can stick with the coffee analogy a little bit, but even without you acting upon this, you holding back, just this person breaking free of these 8 broken cups affects you deeply. All right? Think about, even if you have to wait for that coffee. Steve said to wait till it gets to about the 6 cup mark, right? Even if you have to wait for that coffee, the smell of it affects you, right? You can smell it brewing. You're like, oh, there's that morning coffee. Right on, right? That kind of a thing. Same thing here, all right? Same thing. That's a great analogy for what's going on here. You're still better off waiting. The smell it'll drive you crazy. That smell will drive you nuts. But what's on top here? Yeah, what did I say? 10 Pentacles. This is about your life. This affects your life greatly. Just the sheer fact that this person, whoever this is, your opportunity has finally come. Just that alone makes you feel good. All right? Changes your life straight up. Might cause you, this is read with King of Swords, and you're reflecting as King of Swords right from the start of this reading and in the thank you reading, I might add. 10 Pentacles with the King of Swords. It might cause this the act of this person walking away from 8 broken cups and these feelings coming in and all of it, and it might make you make some changes in your life, make some cuts as well. It is possible. This moon, as I said in the fucking beginning, is about not getting stuck in your comfort zone, not getting stuck in ruts. All right? There's a cautionary tale with this moon about that. The energy will backfire on you if you stay put. All right? It is what it is. It's like eating moldy bread. You know, hey, I know you love that loaf, but throw it away. You know. You definitely may make some changes. It is possible. 10 Pentacles. Why is that here? It's the Emperor. Yeah, and with the star. You would hope this person, whoever this is, they're represented by the Emperor. It's red with the star. You would hope this person would come around. You had hoped this person would reach out. You had hoped this person would come to their senses. You had hoped someone like this would show up in your life. You prayed maybe. You manifested maybe. Well, here you go. Hope returns. There you go. It's there. And I can understand why you might recoil. And I was riffing on the energy there. Take what resonates. I applied this Emperor to it's an ex, it's a runner, it's somebody new. I riffed on the energy straight across. Either way, I can understand why you might recoil a bit on it. I can get it because it's showing up right when you're comfortable with your independence and you feel good and hope is there. Hey man, I think this is going to be great, and this might pose a problem for you when it shows up. What's that problem? Well, obviously, to make room for whoever this is, you may need to make some changes in your life or your style, one or the other. All right. It's no big deal. It's nothing you can't handle. The tools to do it are there. What are those tools? You're represented by the King of Swords, whether you're male or female. The King of Swords can take care of shit, can handle business. This is who people go to when they have a problem. This is who people feel safe around, the King of Swords. All right? You're fine. You can handle this easily. It's effortless. This kind of shit is effortless for the King of Swords. That's why. It's nice. All right. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. And we'll go pull some wicked voodoo on this. I would say I don't have a devil, but I do. And I have a soul contract to boot on top of that. And it's great that the 9 of Cups came out here because that's where your person's going here. Right there. All right, let's go. What else the universe want to tell you? 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. It's beautiful. I love this read. I love this kind of stuff. November is the beginning of a very positive phase that should stretch right up until about the beginning of June 2026, give or take. It's a combination of some astrological events and some core energies that are setting in place and how the astrology is affecting that. So keep that in mind. Keep that time frame in mind and act accordingly. The trick to it all, be the King of Swords. This is not a king that gets caught in ruts. Oftentimes I reflect as Hermit and King of Swords when people who know what they're doing pull on me, or even in the energy that I pick up on from myself. It is what it is. But it's proved time and time again. I'm like, I change. Every 5 years I make some changes and some cuts. You know, I take a look around and reassess and trim the fat, if you will. I do it every 5 years. It's up for review right now at the end of this year, as a matter of fact. All right? Don't worry, I've decided Steve Love Tarot isn't one of those things I'm cutting on this 5-year set, so don't worry about it. I'll be here next year. I know somebody wrote in about that. You've been here 5 years now, you say you cut things. I'm all right. I have fun doing this. It takes up a couple hours of my morning, but it's nice. It's a chance for me to take a look at the soulmate cycle from the perspective of you guys, too. That's really cool. That's different from offline readings. Let's see where we go. A lot more different than I thought it would be. 3 cards from the bottom and a crossing card. Message for you. Hangman. 3 of Wands. It was crossing here, right? Your ship's come in, something you've been waiting for. Oh, I can finally see it, Steve. It's right there. Oh, but shit, I was happy being by myself. Okay. Maybe. Or maybe you'd given up hope on this. Hope returns. And you'll know that hope returns for this because your libido for whoever this person is, your crush on this person, your feelings for whoever this is, whatever it is, will kick in first. That will be your sign. That'll be those feelings will be the byproduct of hope. You'll feel that. All right? And that in turn will show you that it has returned on some level. But the ship is there if you take a look. Anyway, what's red with the Hangman? The World, the most powerful card I could pull. These are big cards, you guys. Ace of Pentacles crossing the Three of Wands. This is a great opportunity. But like any, can I paraphrase here? May I? Okay, these are red, center, left, right. And this is crossing the base energy, blah, blah, blah. Like with anything, especially timing, music, life, all of that. Art is life. You know, music is just mathematics and emotion in motion. That's what life is. That's what the energy around us is. That's why I get a lot of energy readers, not just me, get things through music or in musical terms. I sometimes just get music and I don't get lyrics. I don't do that for you guys out here. I try to find a song that fits the whatever. But for me, I don't even need the lyrics. I can just do it off of the way the music affects the water in my body. But at the end of the day here, with all of those things, timing is everything. And timing is everything here. All right? The right moment will present itself to you. Right now, in the beginning of all of this, it's probably not. I mean, if we look at this picture, would you suggest he jump off there and go for that boat, knowing that that boat's going to be right here pretty soon? See what I'm saying? It's a bit of that. So hang around, wait. In the process, you get to smell the coffee while it's cooking. You get to learn something. You get some spiritual growth. The moment will present itself, and when it does, you know, when the new cycles kick in, you'll be ready to go. If you come in too early, it'll flash out. It'll flashbang on you. It'll flare up and then it'll go out. Right? I mean, it is what it is. Or you might drown on the way to it. You might drown on the way to that boat. This is not swimming attire. You see what I'm saying? You're not in a Speedo here. A cape is pretty hard to swim in. Do I know that for sure? Have I ever tried? No. But I never saw Michael Phelps in a cape, you know, or one of those other Olympic swimmers that nobody knows the name of. We all just know one guy, right? Probably from the Subway commercials. I don't know. At the end of the day, I mean, I've never seen an Olympic swim competition where they all put capes on. So I imagine capes are not very good for swimming. I'm just saying. That's your reading. If you want the extended, there's definitely a couple of links at the top of the description. I will not forget because this is a soul contract and I love pulling on soul contracts. I do. I love it. I'm like your attorney checking it over for you and the devil energy at the other side of the table going, it's all fine. Don't read the stuff in the back. You know, okay. All right. That makes me want to read the stuff in the back. I'll get my reading glasses out. We'll do the fine print on this fucking soul contract. If you want the extended, there's a couple of links at the top of the description. I hope this reading was helpful to you. Good luck.